Wow. Good morning this morning. Good morning this morning. Good morning. How are you all? I hope you are doing fine. All right. Thank you very much for joining. Please let's go ahead and invite people. Like and subscribe if you can right now. And please let's share the video. Let's share the video. Let's go ahead and share the video. This morning I'm going to be doing that later. I'm going to be doing that when I'm showing you some things. I want to thank God for your life. I want to appreciate every one of you who has really been joining us. This morning I have to arrange my thoughts again because I discover I talk about so many applications. I also talk about Filmora application. I talk about the Cyberlink Power Director, which is simply put Cyber Director and Power Director rather, and also Action Director. Like I mentioned to you, the two are the same, from the same sub, but two different applications that were applied at that time. So I wanted to really thank God for your life because to this morning we're talking about how to edit professionally, how to edit video professionally with smartphone. How do you edit professionally with smartphone? How do you really put the smartphone where it belongs, and you need to really look at it. And a lot of people are just looking and say, well, do you think this is realistic? Do you think this is good? Do you think this is workable? Well, let's wait and see. I'm going to be showing you from the Justin Brown. I'm going to be showing some of the brand and also show one more, like a recap, because if you miss the first one, you will not miss the second one. So it's going to be like about 25 minutes of showing those videos. And like I said, all the videos I'm showing you, the hour has come for me to pay them back, really to pay them back. And by the grace of God, we're going to be breaking it into pieces. We're going to be tomorrow going to be talking about, and once you enter the world of KineMaster, I'm going to be taking KineMaster User's Guide. KineMaster User's Guide, and I've been able to talk one of the developers or one of the instructors on this KineMaster, that if you can also come on the board like this and want money to really future aim, to really participate. So we're talking this morning on Cyberlink Power Director. Cyberlink Power Director, one of the best video editing software for Android and iOS. And if you're looking for best video editors for Android and iOS, you will see all these things. The two I've mentioned. But I want you to also confirm, because when I look at that, I was like, this is our own belief. This is what we have used. I've used both, and like I told you, since I'm not really specializing on it again, I don't want to sit down and begin to say, okay, let me grab that and say, no, the person specializing it, I'm just a pioneer. I've started it and all that, and the person specializing it, you will see probably next week by the grace of God. You also have some time with him. You can also have some questions and all that, and we'll be able to do a lot of things by the grace of God. And I pray I'm going to show you some practicals next week too. I pray we have a lot of data. We're going to show you a lot of practicals. I tell you, we're going to show you a lot of practicals. We're going to want to keep all those practicals online for other people to also watch later by the grace of God. Okay, do we get it now? This is very good. And also because we need to expound, you need to do things, because this, when you're talking about professional mobile video editing, this is one of it. Okay, so let me go, and I'm going to go today, and later when I'm comparing the two, because I'm going to compare the two at the end of all the teachings. I'm going to compare the two, and you yourself will justify. And also I'll play video in comparison to all those two, and it's going to be great. So let's go to Justin Brown and go to the next one as we watch this wonderful thing about the Cyberlink Power Director. Why am I using that? Because my system is really giving me a lot of things, and I want to do references. I want to give references to those two people I'll be using. Thank you very much. The Premiere.com, PremiereVideo.com, and all the persons. So thank you very much. Let's watch. Let's go straight to watch. Let's get straight to watch the video. Okay. Then maybe occasionally I will also be chipping some things in. Occasionally I will also be chipping some things in.
I'm here from Primal Video. Recently we did a video talking about the best video editing apps on Android. Now, video editing apps on Android have come along incredibly fast, and you can now get some really good results right from the devices that you typically might carry with you, your phone or your tablet. After testing a huge range of apps, Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video. Recently we did a video talking about the best video editing apps on Android. Now, video editing apps on Android have come along incredibly fast, and you can now get some really good results right from the devices that you typically might carry with you, your phone or your tablet. After testing a huge range of apps, my recommendations were Cyberlink Power Director and KineMaster. In this video, we're going to dive deeper into Cyberlink Power Director on Android. And we're going to run through exactly how to edit your videos and get great results using the app. Now, this video isn't a full review, and it's also not going to run through every feature and every tool that's available in the app. We're going to be running through a full editing process end to end, covering everything you need to know to get editing fast with great results using your Android device. We'll have a similar video coming up soon for KineMaster on Android, and I'll put a link in the cards. Okay, before we jump in, we're going to be following through the Primal Video method, which is the most efficient editing process to eliminate any rework or wasted time while you're editing your videos. We did a video on this a while back, but if you haven't seen it, you can download the PDF here to help you with your videos.
If I can make it available, I will look for it and I'll give it to you.
Okay, so in Power Director, the first thing to do is to click the big button in the middle, create a new project, then give your project a name. So straight out, it takes you to the import video screen. So we'll just hit the back button to get back out of that. So this is the overall interface for Cyberlink Power Director. We've obviously got our timeline at the bottom. On the right hand side, we've got our settings, our share and our play button. There's also the undo button there as well. And on the left, we've got our main feature buttons. So we've got our import audio and video button. We've got our layers button, which is where we can import audio, video, text on a separate layer to our primary video layer, and we've got some effects in there as well. Okay, so to start off, we'll import our main video footage. So we'll select the import media button, make sure we've got video selected at the top, and navigate through to find the video files that you want to import. It's just a matter of selecting them and hitting the plus to drop it down to your timeline. Now at this point, we're only importing our primary footage, not any additional graphics or B-roll footage. We'll get to that in a minute. Then you just need to back out, back to the timeline, hitting the back button. So now that our footage is down in the timeline, the first step is to actually do a scan or a first pass of your footage and remove anything that you absolutely don't want to have in your end video. So to remove all the extra footage at the start of our clip, we just tap on the clip and we get a green handle that pops up. It's just a matter of clicking and dragging that handle to the right so that our video file starts where we want it. It's just a matter of moving it back and forth to get it in the right spot. And then we'll do exactly the same at the end of the clip. We'll remove all the extra stuff beyond where we want the video to finish. So we just tap on the clip and we slide that green handle or green marker back to where we want the video to finish. So while we're still in this first step of refining all of this video footage down to just the footage that we want in our end product, then you may need to remove sections of your video where you might have made a mistake. So to do that, you just find the area that you want to remove, select the video clip, and then click on the little knife or the little blade to cut the clip at that point. So you can see there, we've got two separate clips now. So if we come across a bit further, we can add another cut, maybe where we want the clip to start again, and again, select the clip, click on the little knife or the little blade, and we've split the clip at that point as well. So now we've got three clips in our timeline. So if you wanted to remove that section, you can just select that center clip now, and then press the delete button, which is the trash can. We'll just undo that now. The other thing you can do is this clip is exactly the same as the others. If we select it, you'll get the handles appear on that as well. So you can actually get full control over your video and really refine your editing here by sliding these handles in and out in order to really refine your cuts in your video. You also have the ability to pick up and move the clips around in your timeline to where you want them. Just a matter of tapping and holding on the clip that you want to move and then moving it either to the left or right, and it will snap into place before or after the clips as you move them around. To navigate around the timeline, you can just pinch to zoom on that timeline, which will zoom in and out, or you can just tap and slide left and right, and you'll slide left and right across your timeline.
Are you getting it now?
Now, if you've got any additional footage or any B-roll that you want to add in, then you just come across and hit the Layers button on the left-hand side and select Video. From there, navigate through to the video file that you want to add in as B-roll and hit the plus button to drop it down to the timeline. Then hit the back button a few times to get back to the primary editing screen. So you can see that the B-roll footage we've just added has appeared on its own layer above our primary video layer. And it's actually in a smaller box or a picture-in-picture effect that we can just pick up and move around and scale to how we want it to look, which is really powerful. We also have the ability, as we do with normal video footage, to split the clips. We get the handles that appear as well, so we can really refine how much of the video clip we're actually wanting to use. We can pick up the clips by tapping on them and sliding them left and right. So really, you get a lot of control over your editing in this app. The next step is to add in any audio, so that can be music or sound effects into your edit.
So you can add
to do that, you just click on the Import Media button. Select music at the top and then find the music tracks that you want to import. So for us, we're going to add in Full Golden Skies. So we select the track and hit the plus button, and it's dropped down into our timeline. Once again, we hit the back button a couple of times to get back to our main editing interface. So you can see there that our music track has been dropped in the timeline right below our video footage. And just the same as with the other clips we've added, you actually get the same amount of control with your music or audio tracks as well. Just by tapping on the music track, you can see that straight away we get the handles, in this case they're purple, and we can adjust the start and end points of the clip. We can split the clip in two, we can pick up the clip and we can move it around in our timeline. You really get a great level of control in this app. The next step is to add in any titles, text or graphics into your videos. So if we come back up to the start now, we can add titles to our video by pressing the Layers button and then Title.
The Layers button.
Now in here there's a heap of different templates to choose from. We're just going to pick the default with fade. So that's just a basic title that we can control and adjust, but it's automatically got a fade built in. So to edit the text, it's just a matter of tapping on the text and replacing it with whatever you like. To get more control over your titles, if you really want to tweak them and play around with them, click the Edit button and then click Title Designer. In there you can change things like color, the opacity, you can change the font, you can change whether your title is left centered or right justified, you can apply bold and italics filters. This app allows you to get pretty creative with your titles. You also have the ability to easily resize, reposition and recolor, 3 R's, your titles. So if you want to move your title around, it's just a matter of clicking on it and dragging it into the position you want. So we're going to add a second title here. We'll call one Justin Brown and the next one will be Primal Video. So let's set it up as a normal lower third super title would be for a start of a video. So now that we've got our first title, we're just going to duplicate that and you'll see that it appears next to our title. We can then drag that down onto a second video layer, which is underneath our first title. To edit the text, we just tap on the text, we'll type in Primal Video, and we'll scale it down and move it into position. So now that your video is close to being finished, the next step is to color grade your video. So just click on an individual clip, hit the Edit button, and then pick Color Adjustment. In there you get 3 simple settings for your color correction: brightness, contrast, and saturation. And really between the 3 of these, you should be able to get some pretty good effects. So it's just a matter of tweaking these until you get the look that you're after.
Remember what I told you, you tweak.
I'll just show you a quick comparison of the clip before, which is unedited, and the one that we've just color corrected.
This video
now, as Power Director only lets you apply color effects to individual clips. If you think you're going to do lots of cuts or edits in your video, then it might be worth color correcting your videos first up at the start of your editing in one hit instead of at this point in the process. This is something that I normally advise against because it's going to make your editing process slower, because every time you make any changes then to your timeline, you're going to have to re-render and reprocess those color effects that you've added to your timeline. And something else just to show you in here as well is you do have the ability to add effects to your video files as well. So if you just select a video clip and hit the effects button on the left, then there's a heap of little effects that you can add or looks that you can add onto your video files. Now you can think of these like filters that you'd find in something like Instagram. They're probably okay for anything consumer grade, but if you want any professional looks, then I'd suggest sticking to the color tools, which were the brightness, the saturation, and the contrast. The next step is to adjust your audio levels. So select settings and then audio mixing. This screen lets you adjust all your volumes from a track level. You don't have to get in and edit the volume of each individual clip. You can actually do it on the entire track, which is awesome. So for example, by lowering the volume of...
Okay, this video also serves, okay? In case this is your first time of joining, my name is Paul-Esupofo, the Ladies Source Special Drama Film School Online. This video also serves if you're editing, if you're using iOS video editing, Cyberlink Power Director. This also serves as a tutorial on iOS. So because the software, the application is the same thing, so it doesn't matter on which of the things you are using it. That's why I said they even did the one for laptop, the PC right now. So they've done it for some time now, but you can see that this particular thing you're hearing is also served for the Android and the iOS, because I discovered the one I've done, I downloaded it, but it was not too clean enough, and I said, okay, since I don't have the bigger thing right now, bigger studio right now where I can display those things that we have done, I was okay, let's make do of what we have, make use of what we have and all that. So don't forget, if you're doing audio mixing here too, it's the same thing if you're using iOS, okay?
On the music tracks, any music or songs that you've got that are on that track, they'll all be now set to this new volume level. You also have the ability to adjust the volume levels on a clip-by-clip basis as well. So if you've only got one or two clips that are too quiet or too loud and you only want to adjust those, then you can do that as well. So it's just a matter of selecting the clip that you want to adjust the volume for, clicking the edit button, and then selecting volume.
Let me just help you a bit.
So the other thing that you could probably do with your videos is to
So let me just help a bit.
Track, which is awesome.
Okay.
So for example, by lowering the volume on the music tracks, any music or songs that you've got that are on that track, they'll all be now set to this new volume level. You also have the ability to adjust the volume levels on a clip-by-clip basis as well. So if you've only got one or two clips that are too quiet or too loud and you only want to adjust those, then you can do that as well. So it's just a matter of selecting the clip that you want to adjust the volume for, clicking the edit button, and then selecting volume. So the other thing that you could probably do with your videos is to fade your music track in at the start of your video and fade it out at the end of your video. So to do that, you just select your music track, press edit, and then choose volume. And then on this audio configuration page, you've got the ability to enable the fade in and fade out for that music track. So now that we've finished editing our video, you can press the export button in the top right corner. It gives you two options. You have the ability to save your project, which I'd highly recommend that you do, and then you can press it again and select produce video.
There's a video on what?
Cyberlink Power Director gives you a heap of output options. You can save it direct to your gallery or to your phone. You can share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube. You can also save your project to the Cyberlink cloud, which means if you're using Cyberlink or Power Director on your PC for video editing as well, then you can send your project and share your projects between your Android device and your Windows PC. So that's pretty cool. You also get more output options if you want some more advanced control over your export, and that gives you the option to export in Full HD, HD or SD and save the file directly.
Now let me quickly break into that. So you can discover that not only that, after you're saving on if you are putting on iCloud, you can continue where you stopped. That means if some of you are using Power Director, Cyberlink Power Director on your PC, as you're traveling on the floor, you can continue your iPad or your iPhone, on your iPad or Android while you are traveling. You can continue and you keep it there, save it there back. When you get back home, you can continue. You see the power of what I'm talking about. This is awesome. And you can also see this one, it has been updated now that you see that you can do Full HD and Ultra HD. Ultra HD shooting on
to your device. If you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate a share, a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that big subscribe button. If you haven't downloaded it yet, make sure you grab our free guide running through the most efficient step-by-step process for editing your videos. It's the ultimate process for creating your videos faster without all the unnecessary rework and double handling that I've seen chew up a ton of time for my clients and students over the years. Just hit the link inside this video or below in the description and download it now. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys,
okay, before I go to the second one, which is like a recap for it, you know, you will discover that we have been talking about Samsung, and even if I come to call, if I'm going to call on Justin Brown, if I'm going to call to Justin Brown to come on Future, I discovered that what he has said, or what it will say, okay, you have my video, so you can use my video and all that. So it's like another way of saying I'm featuring them right when I'm teaching. What we have done, we know what we have done. We have shown you some examples, and this morning before I go, I'll also show you a video when we were 20, okay? When we were 20, I'm going to show you a video when we were 20, and everything was done on Android phone, okay? So sometimes, like I said, we combine the Power Director, Cyberlink Power Director, plus KineMaster, which one of the things and all that. If in case you're just joining, my name is Paul-Esupofo. In case you have been having issue, you think you cannot even do, you cannot even edit anything at all on your smartphone, I guarantee you can do. Okay, only you need to just believe you can do. And if you are to call us one-on-one, like I said, at an affordable rate, and maybe wanted one-on-one trading, you want one-on-one thing, we're going to help you out, maybe on Skype, maybe on the Facebook live video, or maybe on any other devices, maybe WhatsApp video, then video calls rather, then we can help you out. Now this is like a revisit of what this thing, so you can now see that even on full HD you can have, in fact now, just like we mentioned that one, but let me quickly say it, the KineMaster has also upgraded just this week, that on iPhone they can now you can get it on 4K. You can also have your product on 4K. So if the phone, manufacturers and the application manufacturer developers are really getting to get the result in developing things to meet the need, I tell you, you have no excuse again. If you're a child of God and you keep on saying I don't have money, look at it. The phone I'm using right now is having a lot of issues. Yesterday I put it on, it couldn't put on, it came up again. I have to put it off and it came up again. So I don't have excuse. I don't give myself excuse and all that, because I know there are a lot of things we need to do. If you want to do professionally, you want to edit professionally, you have to follow all this step by step. Is it also simple? Yes, it looks simple, but it needs a lot of hard work. And oh God, you must be hardworking about it. Let's go to the second one, and I will now explain to us, then we'll close this morning. I promise you a lot of video, and thank God I am fulfilling it little by little. Okay, so let's go here.
In this video, I'm going to be revisiting another video editor app for Android devices. This is Power Director from Cyberlink. I did a video for this a couple months ago, but it was exclusive only for tablets. Since then, there's been a lot of updates, and now it's available on smartphones. Of course, your smartphones has to meet the minimum requirements and all that, But here it is, and I'm going to try it now since I've been recently trying out.
Now, you start to say something I've said before. All your specifications, the space must be there. You can have 32 gig, you can have 64, you can have a lot of things, and okay? So please, let's go.
You know, revisiting video editors. So here, in the middle, we go ahead and start a new project. Let's go and start a new project here and name it testing video.
And as you are watching, please
press OK.
What I would have done for you.
Right there, when you write the name of the project, you're gonna see this screen right here. You got your timeline right here. You got a couple options over here. You got a couple.
Now, the difference between what I showed you before. Hello. The difference between what I showed you before. The difference between what I've shown you before and this one is that it was amplified. it was amplified with the screen so that you can see what goes on the Power Director. And that's what I've been doing. I'll also do in the future, so that if you see it, if you download it, the first thing to download, you can see it's free. The only thing is go with watermark. And when it comes to KineMaster, I'll also tell you how you can remove the watermark from those things. And some of these things go for like a $5, $10 thing. That's like maybe about 5,000 naira or 6,000 naira at most, or at most 10,000 naira. Then you have it for a whole year, you know. And they are working on themselves to make sure that it's getting the good result about what they needed to do. If you really want to see this thing, the update, as at this time of this broadcast, is on 4K. Okay, many of this one are the Cyberlink Power Director for Android, for I. So it's going to be upgraded, and you can do a lot of things. Let's go to the place. Let's go and let's continue. Then I will continue from that.
Options over here. If we want to add some videos and pictures, we tap right there, and like you see, you got the video, you got the pictures, and you got audio. Here you got the voiceover as well. You could pick audio or
very good. Now make sure all the footage, like my wife was explaining something, so there's a difference between shooting professionally and also as a professional, and also editing professionally. If you want to do this thing professionally, you must do it well. You must do it very well. You know, you must be ready to do it very well, and you must pay attention to all those things. It's very, very important to discover that. It's very, very important to really understand it, because it's those things you need to look at. Sorry for the noise. Sorry, I had to manage the two together.
Do voiceover. Let's go ahead and pick a video
so
here.
If you want to
Let's
do voiceover, it's also possible.
It's going to pick up a couple videos I got here. Let's go and pick this one. You see there, very easy to add to your timeline. Click right there, and it will automatically add the videos to your timeline. Very cool. And when you're done, click back. If you want to add a picture, you can go do ahead here, the same thing, add a picture as well, and click it, and boom, and just pass it there. Right now we're going to go ahead here. For example, we just go ahead and see right here, as you're watching, as you're editing, you can anytime press play and see your project so far. When you tap on it, you can see these options over here.
If I were you,
here you got my option for edit,
and I'll be following the instructions.
Rotate. You see there, you can rotate the video. If it's an image, you could rotate it. Here you got this right here, which is like mirror. And here you can control the audio of the video. Fade in, you can go ahead and choose a fade in, since we're starting this video right here, right? Let's go ahead, for example, this video is kind of long, so we want to edit it. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit shorter, like 15 seconds there, like 20 seconds. And now I'm going to go ahead and tap right there and cut it. Here, I want to delete this section right there. Boom, I deleted that one. All right, here, let's go ahead and make,
instead of using,
move this one right here as well. And cut it. Let's go ahead and cut it here.
You're using ant. So
you go there, tap it, and cut it. Let's go ahead and cut this section right here. And here, let's go ahead and see how many seconds I put. Okay, let's go and leave it there. Let's go ahead and cut that, and cut the rest over here. So like you see, you can right now you could do
just move it, place it where you want to cut. Go to cutting. Then you delete
there, and right here I'm going to leave this gameplay to here.
Then move it again. You cut.
I'm cutting this because I don't want to make the video so long for this video that we're doing here. So that's how you edit the length of the videos. You can also here, for example, let's go ahead and add some text. Nope. Let's go ahead and text here, and let's go ahead, for example, write this one. It automatically adds it there. Once you put it there, you could go ahead and move it a little bit forward, or here you could go ahead and tap right there and click Spider-Man. I'm just gonna write Spider-Man here. Okay, I can also click modify, and you got options there to change the font. You go ahead here and write. Look at this. Look at all the options there is. So I'm going to choose
because the phone is Samsung, it also have some things inside.
No, not that one. Let's go and choose that one. And you could choose the color as well, red, yellow. Let's go and choose that one here. bump, and you can go ahead and move it here if you want, and you can also resize it as well,
with your
which
hands.
is awesome too. Let's go and put it
You
there
get it
like
now.
that.
Very simple.
See how it looks.
If only you can be
Awesome. And of course you can also control the length of it too. You could go ahead and make it a little bit shorter there, like a couple seconds there instead. And now here you could also, if you tap right there, you can control the transitions. It has a lot of cool transitions here. Like if you want to add this one right here, let's go ahead and add it. And okay, I keep getting text messages there. Select the transition. Okay, I want to add it there. Boom. There you go. Add the transition. Here now I'm going to go ahead and tap another one transition over here. And let's go ahead and choose this one right here. Boom. There you go. Just like that. And that's it. So let's go ahead and click back again. Let's go ahead and write another text over here.
You see the development, you see the improvements in the software from time to time. That's why I gave you this one, cool. The visited.
I'm going to type there, USC.
The other one was teaching about, this one is practically showing it just like the other one was showing, but you have to see it here now.
Modify, and here we could go ahead and change color to white, or you could put it like green there. And here, let's go and choose another one. No, let's go and choose a bottle bold. And here, whoop, okay, I'm going to move it here. Let's go and move it here to this side. And of course, you could resize it. Let's go and click there. And here, the size. Let's go and put it like that. That's good. And we're done there. No, don't cancel. I'm just going to cancel my project. And over here, it's going to put another title there.
That's another problem. If you mistakenly click cancel, you will begin again. And I will advise always save as you are going. There are some auto save that will go on, but always save. It's very important.
I'll put that one there. Boom.
That one is widely used.
And this game, what's the name of this game? Oh, Unkilled. There you go. Modify. Samsung Sang. Bold. You got italic as well. In the middle. There you go. Make it bigger. Put it there. Here. Go
you are not
shorter.
limited to where it's being put.
Awesome.
You can put any
and right here, since we're ending the video with
that
this, we can go ahead right here and edit the video so it can fade out like that. So it can fade out. And this one, we of course we put fade in, right? Yeah, fade in. So you got that. Now we can also here and add some. No, I don't want to quit. We can also add voiceover. Let's go and choose voiceover here.
And then you can put it there.
Tap right there. You tap the recording button. It's going to start recording using the microphone. So go and start it. In this video, I am testing the app called Power Director, which is a very awesome video editing app for Android devices. I'm playing 3 games in this video. This is Spider-Man, I'm also playing UFC game, and I'm also playing the Unkilled game, which is a very new game, zombie game, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Okay, so there you have it. So I got that. If you tap there if you tap on the audio, you will be able to edit. Nope, I don't want to. Back. Okay, let's go back here. If you tap on the audio, you will be able to tap right there and do change the volume of the audio, put it 100% there. You can also move the audio as well. If you want to put it forward or backwards, you could do that. Over here, if you want to add another audio, you could put this right there, right, and just add another audio here. And this game right here is a first-person shooter called Unkilled. Crack like that, and there you go. You got it there. Yep. Have it. Another thing you can do here, if you go to settings, you go audio mixing. The audio that you add, you can control the level of it. For example, if I want the audio to be higher than the video, you can go ahead, for example, put this in 90%. Let's go and put it in 90%. Let's go and put it like 88, and the video is going to be at 12% when you're using the audio. So let's see how that looks. Let's see that.
In this video, I am testing the app called Power Director, which is a very awesome video editing app for Android devices. I'm playing 3 games in this video. This is Spider-Man, I'm also playing a UFC game, and I'm also playing the Unkilled game, which is a very new game, zombie game, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah.
Hey, look at that, you got the texting entering, and look at how cool that looks. You got it looks very awesome. I gotta say, it looks very awesome for a smartphone. Of course, you got the watermark right there. Look at that, the transition. They're very cool that this app actually has a lot of transitions.
First-person shooter called Unkilled.
Look at that. That's awesome. And right now, when it finishes, the audio should be like fading out. That way, look at that. See, the audio fade out, and that's it. So here you have it. Of course, you can add like an ending text right there if you want as well. Like here, thanks for watching. This one right here.
That's the end.
No, let's go ahead and put it over here, and go ahead and make it shorter. And here you go ahead. The end. Exclamation. Boom. Just like that. Make it a little bit shorter. And here we go ahead and put it over here if we want. And that's it. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. No, that's not gonna be good because it's gonna block the video gameplay. Yeah. That one right there is gonna block the gameplay, so you might not want to use that one. So yeah, so you might want to delete it and add the one if you want. But other than that, it's pretty cool right here. If I want to finish it, I could go ahead. You got the undo button as well here. You got the undo right there. You got the FX. You can add like filters to your videos. If you tap right there, it will change. Over here, it will change the filter of the video. Look at that.
In this video, I am testing.
I don't think you want to see that. So make sure you delete that. That looks horrible. But right here, you can go ahead and save your projects, save and produce, notices, audio mixing, upgrade to full version. It's going to tell you right here. It's going to save and produce. Boom, boom. Here you got a couple options. Share on YouTube, share on Facebook, all the options over here, produce and save. And right here is where the pricing is going to come up. You got HD, which is going to be 720p standard quality, or if you go full HD, you're going to have to pony up some money. When you purchase, just select purchase now. The price of this is $495, which is not bad because it's a one-time purchase. That's it, $495, and you're gonna eliminate the watermarks. You're gonna get the full HD, which is awesome. Right now, let's go and leave it like that. No thanks for now. And let's go ahead here. You can change the name of the video again if you want, or let's go ahead and produce. And let's go ahead and wait for this to finish.
Bearing and you know, it's going to do a lot of things to make it move.
Okay, so here we are, done again. Once you go ahead and do that, it's going to be saved to your gallery.
I'm testing the app called Power Director, which is a very awesome video editing app.
So this app is very cool. I gotta say, one of the best looking video editors here on Android devices. Like you see there, once you finish the project or you have a project in, you know, that's you can still edit. You're gonna see it right there, and you can create a new project right there. But like I was saying, this app is very, very good. Cyberlink does a great job in making these power editing apps a little bit more easy to use for casual users, and that's what I like about them. The prices, I think, is perfectly great. $495, a one-time payment for full HD, plus you get to save it on YouTube or Facebook, plus you get no watermarks. I think it's awesome. Plus this app gets a lot of updates over and over again. So that's it, guys. Just want to share with you guys this other video editing app for Android devices, which is for me one of the best ones on Android devices, and for the price I think it's perfectly great. But let me know what you guys think about it, and if there's another video editing app you want to know about, just let me know and I'll go ahead and do it.
Till next time, guys. The chick. Mark
Hey,
the
it's
jig. Okay, that's all this morning. That's Mark the jig. That is all on this video. Well, in case you don't have the kind of speaker like this I've mentioned, you can also get a earpiece or a headphone like this. So you put the headphone, then you plug it. If it doesn't have a jack towards your phone, you can get adapter. You can get adapter to do that towards your phone. You can get adapter towards your phone so that it can enter your phone. This one can enter my phone. It has the jack that can enter my phone. Okay, so that you'll be able to monitor the audio very well. You'll be able to monitor the audio very well. You'll be able to have a fantastic audio. You'll be able to get a lot of things that it will go a long way. Just like what Justin Brown has said, and some other people. I also promise you that Jessica, who has some of the video, I'm also going to play, put references and all that. I think this is all I will say about the our director. Maybe later I will show some videos also, because sometimes I want to make these people come live to the program, come future, and when some of these things are not possible, I pick some of the video up and I said, well, I've done my own part, I've done my note, I have my needs and everything, but at the same time, let me give them some of the benefit of, okay, let other people hear them instead of hearing me alone. And these are the things you need to understand. That please, I'm giving an assignment today as a student. Go shoot 1, 2, 3 minute video and put it on KineMaster or put it on the Cyberlink Power Director. Put it there and edit it and send it to the page. Send it to me, upload it on page on Facebook, and let me see what you have done after the class. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigeria time. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. I really appreciate all of you for joining and your prayer, for your encouragement. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.